What's up to the gang? It's your girl Titty Girl. I'm back with another video, and as y'all see by that title, I'm finna get into some facts about me. So before we get to it, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Without further ado, let's get to it because it's 50 of them things, right? So the first one is I am a perfect combination of both my parents. Reason why I say that is because I look identical to both of them. Just depends on the facial expressions I make. I act like both of them at specific times. Let's just say, like, I'm literally like anything that you put in categories between parents and you trying to figure out which one you're more like, I'm literally like split between both. I don't know how that happened. I'm not gonna question, but just know I'm a perfect combination. Second is my favorite hobby is dancing. If y'all didn't know, yeah, girl, let's the dance. And I'm super excited because yeah, I'm finna get some more choreography videos soon. So stay tuned. It's up, y'all. It's up. Third one is I would like to go. I would really like to go to Jamaica right now. I'm gonna lie. It's not because of the weed or anything like that. Like, I just want to experience a different area than the United States. Like, I'm always just in the United States. I want to go outside of the United States and see how it is over there. You know, like, I love being around water. So being on a beach right now would be, yes. Fourth is I would eat pasta for the rest of my life if I could. Yes, I'm a pasta head. I don't think I'm any part Italian, but I love pasta. I know I shouldn't because of all the carbs, but baby, they put something in that pasta. I don't know what they be doing, but Number 5, I can sing low key. Low key. I'm not gonna be one of your, top favorites like Beyonce and Rihanna and all of them, but I can get a little some. It literally just depends on my voice and just my body, because I'm always got something going on with my body, regardless if it's my ear, my toes, it's always something. So I don't know, y'all might hear a little something. If you did get to hear a little something in person, you're welcome. But I feel like if I just practiced it more, I could actually get to the point I want to be in, but it's okay. The 6th fact is my favorite childhood memory was meeting Chris Paul. So I don't know if anyone still has the photo, but I want to say I was around 9, 10, somewhere around there. And I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club, and they were sponsoring a Chris Paul event where all the local Boys and Girls Clubs would get to meet Chris Paul. So what we did was we literally did like a little tour. We would go and like play basketball with him, do little seminars and stuff like that. And then at the end, we would go take a picture with a group photo with him, and he would sign it for us, and they would give us food. So I remember, if you guys remember that video, I did a video in Storytime of how I met Chris Paul. Go check it out. It's probably a couple years old, but y'all can scroll down. It's in there. And I just, I didn't know who Chris Paul was at the time when I met him. But as soon as I met him, I was just like, whoa. It's like, wow. Like, I didn't know. Like I said, I was a little girl. Like, I wasn't really into sports teams like that. I was into sports, but not sports teams. So I did not know who Chris Paul was when I met him. And now, looking back, I'm like, damn, bitch. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, he was cool with Drake. And like, baby, I could have possibly met Drake. Like, I fumbled the bag, y'all. I fumbled the bag, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. My 7th fact is that I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna expose myself. I already did. This is also in another video that y'all can scroll and look for. Eating an entire edible was the biggest risk I've ever taken in my life. And like I said, if y'all want the full story, I have a story time. Y'all can go look. It's called The First Time I Ate an Edible, or The First Time I Got High, whatever the fuck it's called, but it's a story time. Y'all can go look at it. But just know your girl highly regrets eating an entire edible. Your girl was tweaking for days. Like, never again. All right. Number 8 is the bravest thing I've ever done was start a business. My baby Creole Things. She is now 2 years old. She has grown in so many ways. I'm super excited for the path that she's going in and everything that's coming for her. I love it. But yeah, that is the biggest thing I've ever done that I'm still proud of, because I have been consistent pretty much the entire time with my business. And that's the longest I've ever been consistent with anything in my life. So I love that. I love that for me. I do. I love it. Number 9 is I would watch SpongeBob for the rest of my life. You not taking me away from SpongeBob. I literally watched SpongeBob almost all morning today. Until I decided to change it to ID. Like, and what about it? Like, I got a SpongeBob. My plush is in the room. Okay. Don't play with me when it comes to SpongeBob. I got SpongeBob games. I got SpongeBob on my phone. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me when it comes to SpongeBob. That's my dude, okay? Number 10, relaxing and sleeping is my ideal day. Like, I love getting to the money, but I love sleeping too. Man, I swear, if I could make money in my sleep, I would. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out a formula that works where I still get money in my sleep. Because, baby, I promise you. Yes. Number 11, what I would want people to remember about me is my passion. My passion for everything that I put in front of me and everything I accomplish. I remember I started CT with just 2 items. Big ass bath bombs and tie-dye shirts. That's it. That's the only 2 things I know how to do, and now your girl has added at least maybe 5 products extra to this brand. So I'm close to 10 items in for just 2 years. Like, that's very, very awesome, because I am a one-woman show around this bitch. So I do everything. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Number 12, my favorite animal is a cheetah, because of how fast they are. Like, I was always infatuated with cheetahs since I was little. Like, ever since I laid eyes on a cheetah, I've been obsessed. Like, I will probably never see a cheetah face to face, or, you know, because I don't want that bitch to come for me and I have to run because he gonna catch me. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the spots. I don't know if it's their demeanor, if it's because they run really fast. I don't know what it is, but cheetahs just infatuate me. I love cheetahs. I do. Not cheetahs in real life. Let me get that clear. Not cheetahs in real life. I'm talking about the animals, okay? 13, I used to collect CDs without really realizing it. And I also have that video up, so y'all can go check that out as well. I did a collection of all the CDs I have and own. So, but yeah, I didn't realize I was collecting CDs. I was just buying CDs of artists that I liked, loved, supported, or if it was even TV shows. If they had a bomb-ass, you know, album for the season, I would get it. Like, I didn't realize that I was really collecting CDs. Like, it's crazy to think about. And I think I started collecting CDs around age 13, maybe even before that. So I was collecting for a while, y'all. Like I said, y'all can go check that video out because it's a lot of fucking CDs. 14, my most listened to artist is Drake, baby. I don't think I've ever done a story time about it, but Drake really got me interested into music. And the reason why I say that is not from a rapper standpoint, but just because I was very intrigued with his different style. You know, like when Drake first came out, he had a different flow. He had a different type of music. And it was like nobody was really doing that. So I was just like, damn. Like, don't get me wrong, I grew up on Tupac, I grew up on Mariah Carey, I grew up on Biggie, I grew up on Usher, I grew up on all these people. But when Drake had his breakout, I was obsessed. Obsessed. Still obsessed to this day. And it's just crazy because he really turned my perspective of music into a whole different way. Like I said, they did have other artists out like Rihanna and Chris Brown, but Drake did it for me. Like, look, boy, Aubrey, you did something to me, boy. You did something to me. 15, I used to have a dog, a fish, and a bunny growing up. So All of them, of course, are not alive anymore, right? My dog's name, her name was Angel. She was a Catahoula, and for the ones that don't know, Catahoula is Louisiana state dog. They are not extinct, but they're very close. Like, it's very hard to find Catahoulas nowadays, and if you find a Catahoula, it's gonna cost you a grill. Okay, so she had a blue and a brown eye. If I remember correctly, I want to say she was like golden brown. She might have had some white spots on her, but she was a beautiful dog. I did not know she was my dog because I was a baby and my parents had her, but she was growing up a little too fast for me. Because like I said, I was still like a little toddler, and she was so energetic, and they didn't want her around me like that because I'm still growing up. So they decided to give her to my grandmother. And I remember I always used to go to my grandmother's house growing up. And one day I caught myself, because I would always call her mama, but I didn't realize until one day I stopped and I was like, I looked at her and I'm like, why am I calling this dog mama? Right? And I was told that she used to be my dog. And I'm like, I ain't got no dog. Like, mind you, my parents never told me this. And yeah, she was my dog. Because I remember we would come to the house and she would be by the gate, by the door, barking, but I never thought none of it because dogs bark when they hear noises or see people. And she was always so calm around me, so it's like she remembered me, but I didn't remember her. So when I was told that she used to be my dog, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, because she was very calm around me. She loved being around me, and it was sad because she died giving birth, I want to say a couple years after that. That was very hard. I can't count on two hands how many fish I had, y'all. I think my favorite fish growing up was maybe angelfish. I think I liked angelfish. Yeah, I think my favorite fish growing up was angelfish. And I don't think I probably did name my fishes back in the day, but honestly, like I said, fishes come and go. If you have fish, you know what I'm talking about. Them babies go like that. So yeah. And then my bunny, the bunny was given to me as an Easter present when I was little, and he was all white. Mind y'all, I thought it was a girl, but it was a boy. It was all white, and I named him Cottontail because that's the first name that came to me. Like I said, that was a girl. It was a boy. So one day I let him out of the cage, because we would always keep him in the cage because he was energetic. Literally all the fucking animals I had were energetic as fuck. He was very energetic, and I remember I was like, oh, I'm gonna let him out my room. My dumbass left my bedroom door open, and he flew out my room and went to the living room. And he hid behind the TV because, like I said, we keep him in the cage all the time, so he was never out. And baby, when he was hiding behind that TV, he would not come out for nothing. I couldn't get him out. Yeah, that was a disaster. And long story short, my dad ended up letting him free. I was pretty pissed about it. So those are the three animals I had growing up. Let's see, 16. The first concert I've ever attended was Chris Brown. Baby, I remember it like it was yesterday. I want to say like early high school years. So like, I think I was like 14. Yeah, I want to say I was about 14, 15. That shit was popping. And I remember it was crowded. We did end up leaving a little early. Like once he was like finishing up the show, we left early because it was during the week. And I remember I had to go to cosmetology school the next day, and I was like, I'm about to be tired as fuck. Mind y'all, I live like 30 minutes away from New Orleans, but with all the traffic, it took like over an hour to leave. And I remember he was kind of pissed. It was for the party tour. I remember he was pretty pissed because a lot of people were like up and leaving, but it's like, it's not because you had a bad show, it's because we know how this fucking traffic is out here. It is middle of the week. It's not like it's a weekend, right? We got shit to go to the next day. We ain't trying to be stuck here. I think it was a Thursday night, if I remember correctly, because my schooling was on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So to give you an insight, I had to go to school on a Friday morning. So yeah, but that concert was completely lit. I remember I made posters for everyone that was going to be there with me, and we ended up not being able to bring them in because they were too big. they would allow a paper-sized sign. But y'all, we was all the way in the back. How the fuck is he gonna see that, right? So I was pissed. I was pissed. 17, my favorite type of cuisine is pasta. And I mean any type of pasta. It could be shrimp, chicken, crawfish, baby. I don't care, okay? Any type of pasta. My all-time favorite right now has been chicken parmesan. That thing has something on me. It has a chokehold on me. 18, my favorite season is summer because you can go swimming. Like, it do be hot as fuck out here. But if you got a swimming pool, baby. Yes. 19, the movie I've seen the most is Friday. I can recite every single Friday word from word. Ice Cube got a chokehold on me with these damn Friday movies. I can recite every fucking word. And I be trying to like not do it. It just comes out every time. 20, my favorite ice cream flavor is cotton candy. Y'all, cotton candy got a chokehold on me too. Like, I will take anything cotton candy. It can be perfume, it can be candy, it can be ice cream, anything. I don't give a fuck. Cotton candy, baby. 21, my dream home would be a mansion with big gates in the front because I want my privacy. Not because I'm a bougie bitch, but because I'm used to the neighbors. I'm used to, being around people. I just want to be around myself. I just want to be isolated. I don't want to be an introvert, of course, but I just want to be myself. I don't want people around me. Like, I want my own sense of privacy. That's all. 22, if I could go back in time for a day, it would be the day I met Trey Melvin. And the reason why I say this is because, y'all, it was a whole out-of-body experience. Mind y'all, me and him are a lot closer than we were after we met, but I still would want to go back to that day we first met because the adrenaline I had meeting him, the adrenaline I had planning this because it was a big surprise. He did not know I was coming at all. Shout out to Kay and Kelly. Yeah, I would go back to that day if I could because it was a fucking adventure. Driving from Louisiana all the way to Houston for one night, y'all. One fucking night just to see Trey. And I'm glad that everyone involved was involved because I got to see him. He didn't know. I was about to shit my pants a couple times. Cried like a bitch. I mean, we both cried, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just love that night. I love everything about that night because I met so many amazing people besides Trey, besides finally getting to meet Kelly and Kay in person. Also got to meet Mike, also got to meet Gwen. Like, the entire experience was absolutely amazing, and I would absolutely go back to that day if I could, y'all. Hands down. Any other day, I'm sorry, but that day it just does something to me every time. 23, one thing I've learned that I wish I could tell my younger self would be to love yourself first. And I still mean that to this day. I was always looking for love because I didn't know how to love myself properly. And it took me getting out of that first breakup and situation to realize, like, you're not getting treated the way you want to be treated or deserve to be treated because you don't love yourself first. You're putting all your energy that you need to be putting into yourself into someone else, and it's not working out in your favor. So it took me a couple years to really realize, like, okay, you know what? You got shit back. Mind y'all, this was like late teens, early 20s type situation. So like I really was like finding myself at the time. But still to this day, girl, love yourself first. Fuck these niggas. Even though I'm in a whole relationship, fuck these niggas. Love yourself first because at the end of the day, who you got? You. Not nobody else. Like, yes, you might have kids and all that. Yes, you have to put them first, but you also have to put yourself too. Just remember that. As much as you put in for your child, make sure you're giving that same energy to yourself at the end of the day. I'm not saying half-ass nothing now, but make sure you still got some energy for yourself because you matter too, baby. You matter too. 24. My favorite place in the world right now is Cali. Oh my God. And if you know me, you know, because I will literally go to Cali every fucking year. Literally. I went to Cali twice last year, hoping to go once this year. Y'all, Cali, ever since I stepped foot in Cali, it just put me in a whole different mindset, mind state, everything. It's just, oh, child. I was born in the wrong LA. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I do not regret being from here because of the culture and everything that I am is from here. But baby, God put me in the wrong LA. He did. He did. 25, almost halfway, y'all. Let's go. My next vacation planned is Los Angeles, like I just said. I'm hoping to get out there. If I don't be out there too long, that's fine. But I do got some business to take care of when I get to LA. Wink, wink. So I'm super excited to hopefully get my ass back out there because I miss LA. Regardless of the, you know, work I got going on out there, I'm missing LA right now. Like, it's been over a fucking year since I've been in LA, and this is depressing. 26. I only have one sibling, and she is my half sister. Even though we always butt heads, we were always close growing up. That's still my sister at the end of the day. And regardless of what problems or issues we have or how we feel about each other, that's always gonna be my sister at the end of the day. And that's that on that. 27. I have been an entrepreneur for 2 years. Like I said earlier, wouldn't trade for the world. I know a lot of people were very skeptical at some point, like, the fuck she know about owning a business? What does she know about running a business? You know, but I'm still learning. And even as an entrepreneur that knew, you know, the ins and outs before they got in here, they're still learning. The industry is changing every fucking second. You can be popping 1 minute and be an unknown the next. You know what I'm saying? So just because my business isn't as popular or poppin' as others doesn't mean anything. It just means that my timing is not now. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because other people don't understand that, that's on them. That ain't on me. Number 28, my favorite subject in school was English. I don't know why it was English, y'all. I really don't. Maybe because it was the easiest. But I always had A's or B's in English. Like, that was the one subject I never failed or never had problems in. 29, if I could have any superpower, it would be to teleport, because I hate getting up to do anything. I really do. So if I could teleport, getting to work and be like, you know, teleport my ass to get ready, teleport to get to work, teleport to do this, do that, I would do it within a heartbeat. Because, baby, I'm not getting up to do shit. 30, when I was younger, I taught myself how to dance. I know some people probably saw that story time. It's all the way down there, y'all. I know. But I did teach myself how to dance at a young age. I was watching literally fucking everything, from TV shows to movies, like Bring It On, Dance Battle, Step Up, all of that. I was literally watching all of that shit. Battle of the Year, all of that. I was watching all of that. Like, I literally would sit there and do the choreography with them while I'm watching it. Like, no one taught me but myself. So I love it. I think that's why I have so much passion in it, because I did it for fun. I did it because it interested me, not because someone put me in dance or anything like that. So even if I was put in dance at a young age, I probably still would like to. 31, I always wanted to make my own money since I was younger. Yes. I remember I was like 14, 15, and I was like, look, it's cool stealing my parents' money or whatever, but I'm ready to make my own fucking money. I don't want to have to ask for nothing. Like, I want to be able to go buy my own food. I want to go be able to do this, do that with my own fucking money. So I remember being young as fuck trying to get jobs, and at the time you could only be like 16 getting a job out here. So I was like, I had to wait. I didn't want to sell. But as soon as I turned 16, my mom was like, all right, we're gonna find you a job. And I was like, hell yeah, B, because I'm ready to make this money, you feel me? So I was always a go-getter and a money hungry person. since I was like 14, 15. So 32, the longest travel delay I've ever experienced was 4 hours. And if y'all want a story time on that I'm telling y'all, everything I'm saying right now is a story time or a video on it. So y'all can go check that out. It'll be under Spirit Airlines. So look up Spirit and it'll be there. 33, I used to dance in high school. Yes, I was that girl. And I mean an actual dance class, not a dance team. Like, dance team was like, yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. Like, if I wanted to be a cheerleader, baby, I decided to be a cheerleader. Okay, let's be honest. Y'all are literally cheerleaders with just a little bit more dancing in it. That's not me. Okay, it's not me. So I literally went to dance class that they had, and it was bomb as fuck. I remember I didn't sign up for it freshman year, so I did get to miss out on 1 year of dance class. But the other 3 years, oh child, amazing. The last year was kind of shaky, but that's because our favorite dance teacher left for a better opportunity and job. I did get my solo, and I probably had like the best solo. I'm not even bragging. I'm not even like gaslighting myself. Like, I'm being dead ass. That's what I was told, y'all. Like, everybody that was at the showcase came up to me and said it themselves. So I'm just saying. But yeah, I absolutely loved dance. That was probably the only thing that got me through high school. 34. The animal I like to be reincarnated as is an owl. So I can tell bitches, whoo, whoo, whoo. Not only that, but I love their eyes. I love the way they twist their, like, they turn their necks. Everything about an owl infatuates me. I love owls. So I would love to be one. Okay. I still want my pet owl. And I'm gonna get him. His name gonna be Ollie. Okay. 35, I really used to manifest things into my life without realizing it or knowing it. It's so crazy how I used to do that shit. I would literally be like, oh, big things are coming, stay tuned. And baby, when I tell you, it wasn't anything I ever thought it would be. But by me just saying, like, shit's coming my way, shit started coming my way. And, ooh, child. I love it. I love it. 36, I never stopped working since COVID. I was one of them bitches that was working through COVID because I was an essential worker. And even if you had COVID, like, even if you caught COVID, you would have, like, you know, maybe a week or two, but your ass had to go back to work. So, but yeah, I never stopped working through COVID. Even though I switched jobs in between COVID, your girl was still working. Only time I had time off was for vacation or for hurricane or anything like that happened. But yeah, your girl nonstop. 37, I share a birthday with Trinidad James, which a lot of people don't know. But my birthday is September 24th. And I didn't even know I shared a birthday with Trinidad James until I looked it up. So, yeah. 38, my first car was a Mitsubishi Galant. It was my first car, but it wasn't the first one I ever bought. I do kind of miss that Mitsubishi, even though it used to break down a lot because, you know, it was pretty old. But I had some good times at that Mitsubishi, I ain't gonna lie. That car used to get hot as fuck because it was a black car, so it get really, really hot in that bitch. But I do miss that Mitsubishi. I do miss her. I do. 39, the furthest I've ever driven was 4 hours away, and that's when my boyfriend lived in Monroe. And I drove there, I think, twice to go see him. That's when he moved there, and a couple months after he moved back here. So I was like, I ain't gotta drive there no more. It's like, I can't do it no more. Like, it wasn't bad, but it's just like, okay, this is gonna get, like, think about it. If he was still living up there with cap prices, how, nah. 40, I have a scar on my knee from getting hit with a bike. Y'all probably seen it before. Let me see. I can still kind of see it a little bit. Oh wait, actually, is it gone? I'm showing y'all the wrong knee. It's like, wait a minute, I know that bitch ain't gone. It's right here. This little scar right here. This was right before, no, actually, yeah, this was right before 7th grade year. So right before junior high. yeah, that was, if y'all want a story time about that, that was kind of crazy, but I'll give y'all a story time on how that happened, because I got hit by a bike, literally hit by a bike. So if y'all want to know that, I'll give y'all that story time too. 41, I once threw up in front of everyone before taking my yearbook photo. I can give y'all a story time about that too. That was very traumatizing to me. I remember I went to school one day and I was not feeling good, and it was picture day, and I remember my teacher was like, just lay your head down. I ended up falling asleep, and she woke me up because it was time to go take pictures. Still wasn't feeling good. I was feeling kind of woozy. Next thing I know, I just barfed everywhere in front of everyone. Like, it was a lot, and it was so uncontrollable. I was next to the bathroom. I ran into the bathroom, and by the time I got to the toilet, it had all finished. So, like, it was just a trail leading into the bathroom. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I didn't want to even take my picture anymore, but they still made me take it. Like, I was like, After that, I was like, call my mama. I'm ready to go. Like, y'all, that was so fucking embarrassing. But if y'all want the whole story, y'all can get that story time too. 42, I am allergic to nickel. I already know y'all about to say, you mean like the coin nickel? No, not the coin nickel, like fake jewelry type nickel. And the reason why I found that out is, you know, I don't know if buttons on pants still have those little nickel buttons, but the ones that I used to wear had them, and I used to have a big ass rash on my stomach from them, because wherever that button would sit, that's where it would rub against my skin, and that's how I started getting rashes. So yeah, I want a story time on that. Let me know. Any of these things that I haven't had story times about, y'all let me know. I'll give y'all some story times, because I kind of miss doing story times for y'all. But yeah, your girl still allergic to nickel. Sometimes if I wear nickel earrings, my ears don't get rashes, but you know, they get very irritated at the source. So 43, my go-to cocktail is lemon drop, and the entire time I was on the Houston vacation, I was most likely drinking lemon drop. I had one regular Tito lemon drop, but the rest of them were Henny lemon drops. Let me tell you, them Henny lemon drops, baby, ooh, child, oh, them things is something else. All right, 44, my guilty pleasure TV show is Degrassi. And yes, I did not start watching Degrassi until after Drake blew up. Baby, Degrassi. Yes, Degrassi, baby. Yes, I'm so upset that they got canceled. Because, baby, I was still watching Degrassi. Okay. 45, my nickname is Tootie, if you haven't noticed. If you know me as Tootie, please call me. So if you know me as my government, you can call me either or. I really don't care. But if you strictly know me as Tootie, please call me that, because I really don't like when people call me my government unless they know it. And vice versa. If you know me as my government, don't call me by Tootie unless I give you permission. Okay? But like I said, if you physically know me as both, that's fine. But if you don't, stick with the one that you know me as, okay? Forewarning. 46, the career I almost ended up pursuing was cosmetology. I'm pretty sure I did a story time about that, but y'all, cosmetology was a child. All I'm gonna say is, Grandpa Biden, take this shit away from me, because I do not deserve to pay this shit back. Okay? I'm gonna leave it at that. 47, the first thing I do if I won the lottery is pay off all my debt. I know that sounds stupid, because that's how, you know, the government makes money off of you. But I don't like being in debt. I'm sorry. I'm not one of the bitches that like being in debt. Like, yes, I'm a forever owe something, you know, but just the fact that I know that I'm like thousands of debt, it's like, hey, nah, I ain't cool with that. Like, if it was a couple $100, all right, cool, but child, I don't like it. 48, the word that most irritates me is panties. Why the fuck, every time I hear the Victoria's Secret fucking commercial and they say panties, I cringe so bad. I don't even say panties, I say underwear. I hate that fucking word. So much. I hate it. Like, I know a lot of y'all don't like the word moist. Bitch, I don't like panties. Okay. 49. I have known my best friend going on 10 years. We make 10 years in December. Love her. We are literally like sisters. Her family loves me. My family loves her. Like, I honestly don't know what I would have done without having her in my life. She's that bitch. She's the one that got me back into dancing. Like, we need more bitches like her. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just being completely honest. And the last one, number 50. My idea of heaven on earth is being somewhere on a beach right now. Dead the fuck ass. Like, I think that's, yeah, that's my heaven on earth. Being anywhere surrounded by water, baby, child, my happy place. That is my happy place. But to the gang, I know that was a lot of facts and it's a long video, but I wanted y'all to get a little bit more insight on me because it's been a minute since I actually done a video like this. So let me know if y'all want any more facts about me. If y'all want me to do another one, let me know in the comments. But I will see you guys next video.